how to prioritize your projects and work easily. Hello, fellow team members, and welcome to the place where I give valuable information just for you for free, made possible by your support, so please subscribe and like. And now to the whiteboard. There is a wrong way to prioritize big lists of work items, and there is a right way. And I'm first going to talk about the wrong way, and I'm sure you've seen it numerous times. Because the wrong way is where you have a long list on a spreadsheet, and you ask yourselves, hey, let's rank it 1 through 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. What happens? Well, I've seen it for the last 20 years that when you get a group of people sitting down and looking at a long list and saying 1 through 5, everything becomes a 5. So what do? Well, sometimes we just add another column and we rank with A, B, C, A being the highest, C the lowest. Have you ever done that? What's the result? Well, sometimes everything becomes an A. So we have this long list and everything is important. When everything is important, actually nothing is. And it's not a very good way to prioritize your projects or work, and it's definitely not easy. So I want to share with you what works, the right way. And I'll start with the most intuitive approach that I found. It's called MoSCoW. I love MoSCoW. It's not the city in Russia. It's actually an acronym. It's an acronym for must have, should have, could have, and won't have. So look at this long list with a team, with your community, and ask yourselves, what is the must-have to deliver? And if you're delivering in an agile way, on a cadence, then look at those must-haves. What are the list of must-haves? What are the list of things we should have? That's the next priority. What could we have? And what won't we have? All right, let's work through an example of MoSCoW at work. So let's assume your team has only 2 weeks to complete a secure logging page for your website. 2-week sprints or a cadence delivery of 2 weeks, very common in agile delivery. So to use MoSCoW, we first need to list everything that must be completed in order for our project to meet minimum requirements. In our case, that would mean implementing a username and password feature because a logging page would simply not work without these. Next, we need to take a good look at the should-haves. What is necessary, but not absolutely vital? In our logging page, we should probably have a way for the users to recover password if they forget it. So our project will work without this feature, but not quite as well. This is a should-have. Let's look at the list of could-haves. These are things that we will deliver if we have time at the end of our cycle. In our case, this could be something maybe like a 2-step authentication feature, which uses text messaging with confirmation codes sent to the user. It would be a neat feature, but not as important as the previous ones. Finally, there are things that we would like to add to our project, but are simply not feasible under our given time frame. We call these the won't-haves. It would be nice to have a 2-step authentication code generated by a dedicated app or the ability to log in to more than one account at once, but probably this is something we'll not get to within a cadence-based delivery 2-week sprint. This is MoSCoW now. It's very powerful because it's so intuitive. But that's not the only way. There are other ways. You can look them up. There is cost of delay, there is Kano analysis, and actually in my book, The Agile PMO, when I talk about a lot of incoming work that we need to prioritize, I talk about some other techniques. One of them is called pairwise comparison, which personally I think is the most in-depth, most profound. It's based on Satie's work from 1970. If you're interested in that, just drop me a question down below and I'll share more resources. So there's a wrong way to prioritize work, which is giving everything the same priority, and when everything is important, nothing is. And there are several right ways you can choose from. And a lot of us are now having tons of work to prioritize. It's important within COVID-19, within the amount of staggering stuff we need to complete, it's really important that we figure out the right ways to prioritize work. So look this up, look up my book, The Agile PMO. Thank you. And remember, Agile is all about you.